Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. In this video, we are going to have a look at Lina-Speech, which is a neural codec language model that has been built for text-to-speech synthesis. When we say neural codec model, what it means is that it's an audio encoding decoding process model driven by neural networks. In TTS context, speech audio is first transformed into a compressed discrete representation of low dimensionality, and then it uses LM or language model to predict subsequent audio frames given previous context, so in a autoregressive fashion. This is same to predicting the next word in natural language modeling, but here the tokens are audio representation, and that is something which is a bit different to this neural codec language model, as it's a neural generative model trained to predict audio codec tokens sequentially, effectively turning text into encoded audio, which can then be decoded into a natural sounding speech waveform. We are going to use a Google Colab in order to get it installed and see it how it works. One thing I wanted to mention that it also uses something a bit different, which is a gated linear attention, which is not a new concept, by the way. Gated linear attention comes from the traditional self-attention. So traditional self-attention has become quite dominant in many generative tasks, as we have seen in the last few years, but it has its own issues like quadratic scalability, a weak inductive bias, and few other things. This is where this GLA tries to help out. I will drop the link to its model card in video's description. They also have attached a paper which you can read through. A bit dense, but I think it makes the point which you can understand after you watch this video. So I'm just going to take you to my Google Colab. First thing, just make sure that we have changed the runtime to free Google Colab GPU. Second step, we need to git clone the repo of this Lina-Speech. So I'm just going to use this git clone command here, and I have also seeded into that directory. Next up, let's install all the prerequisites, and that is going to take a minute or so. Meanwhile, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentBot. AgentBot lets you effortlessly deploy a personalized knowledge bot across platforms like Discord, Slack, and others. It is ideal for open source tech communities and startups that provide user support, and I will drop the link to their website in video's description. And everything is installed. Just restart your session and we are good to go. Next up, let's import all the stuff which we have just installed, of course. And then we can grab the model. Sorry, I'll just go and paste it here. Let me run it. And the model is being downloaded. As you can see, the size is just, I believe, around 3 to 4 gig. Let's wait. Once the model is downloaded, we also need to download 2 more checkpoints from Hugging Face. For that, you would need to create a directory within checkpoints, which is wave tokenizer, and then we are downloading the YAML file and then the checkpoint file. So let me run this, and that is done. Next up, what we need to do, we need to generate the speech from the text, and for that all you need to do is to run this command. Now, in order to do this, all we need to do is to just provide a text prompt, and you can see the text then gets tokenized and converted into numerical IDs or long tensors in this code, and this is the whole text. And then these audio token sequences are decoded into waveform audio using wave tokenizer, and primarily this generate batch function is generating audio representation, or in other words, encoded audio token sequences from the input text. Eventually the resulting audio waveform is displayed once it has created it. So let me run this, and there you go, it has generated the audio. So let me play it and we will see what exactly it has generated.
All of the king's horses could drink from these waters at once, at ease and to their full satisfaction, without exhausting them. The water comes from glaciers, ardent as the distant snowfalls, and it is soft as the loam of the plains.
Very nice, actually. It's very crystal clear and a bit flat, but I think still quite good enough. Okay, let's try one more. And by the way, these are random voices. These are not, I'm not setting any voice or anything like that. Next up, I have generated this audio. It's a bit of a hard sentence and I have taken it from their GitHub repo. So let's try this out.
Anomalous connection of pulmonary veins to right atrium associated with anomalous inferior vena cava, situs inversus, and multiple spleens.
So I believe that this zero shot generation is quite good, very quality oriented. But I have seen that it when it goes above 20 to 30 second, it doesn't really work. Maybe we would have to fine tune it more, but still, nonetheless, I think pretty good effort with Lina-Speech. I will play around with it to see if I could extend that timing. But other than that, I think the quality of its output is quite good. Now, there are a few more things I wanted to touch upon, especially around its the way they've structured their model card. It seems that they haven't really touched it in months, so the project is not active. So if you're looking to improve it, or if you're looking to see if it would be available in future, I'm not sure, because I was hoping that they would really take it further, because as you saw, that quality is quite good. But it seems that it is still in beta, and there is some movement on their GitHub repo, but not really much. Now, I believe that there are it has got really good zero shot voice cloning, where they have synthesized speech in a target speaker voice using just a few seconds of my prompt, even without any explicit training. That is quite good. And one thing I got from their GitHub repo is that unlike traditional transformers, this Lina-Speech can handle a lot of different segments in speech efficiently within its fixed context window, and that allows the embedding of multiple speech samples or longer speech samples as prompts. That enhances the fidelity of cloned speech, that captures nuances like prosody, rhythm, accents, and style. But I think you might have to do the fine tuning on it. They also have provided bit of a code in their repo in the Colab, which you can check out for voice cloning and then further fine tuning. Anyway, but all in all, I think I'm pretty impressed by whatever it has generated so far, even in this beta version, especially the way they have designed this neural codec language model, where we have TTS audio, then it gets encoded into compact discrete tokens, and then model predicts these tokens into auto-regressive tokens. From there, they are decoded into clean, high-quality speech audio, as we just saw. That's it. Very keen to hear your thoughts as always. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network, as it helps. Thank you for watching.